Forgiving others is sure hell a hard thing to do. I'll admit that I do still struggle to this day of forgiving others, pretty much. Many of us also tend to struggle, not just me, however, with no matter what it is, you know, be it if, you know, someone said or done something towards us or against us, basically, like they're saying that they're joking with us no matter what it may be. But at the end of the day, I feel that sometimes we just need to just keep forgiving and not hold the grudges. Forgive, hell yeah, this is important to me. I believe that despite the struggling of me to this day, even though I am now learning to forgive others basically based on what may have been happening in the past and present, that pretty much we shouldn't have to hold any grudges against us no matter what it may be, you know, pretty much, because then obviously if we did have a grudge against others, we shouldn't have to think the worst of them or thinking that we're higher and mightier than them and that we have the power and control to actually, you know, take their own life out for them, so to speak, even though we have the choice to forgive pretty much and also to move on from what may have been said and done. I'll admit to you guys right now, I used to think negatively about certain people in my circle pretty much when they come and go pretty much, of certain things, of maybe why it's happening and how on earth am I going to forgive them, to the point of basically giving that ripple effect and hopefully maybe one day that they'll do the same with me. I, to the point in the past pretty much, had so much anger and resentment on others pretty much, thinking that, you know, they should be the ones suffering, not me, despite what they were doing to me or saying to me. Sometimes to the point of that anger and resentment, it gave me that point of basically, what do you call it, a darkness in my heart pretty much, and a dark cloud hanging over me that consumed me so much that it ended up clouding my judgment, perception and thoughts of people around me, you know, and playing the poor me when I shouldn't always have to play the victim when things arose. I tend to think others were against me, however, and I was fighting a battle that couldn't be won, regardless of what may have been said and done towards me or to me, no matter what. Thinking that, you know, I'll never succeed, I'm a failure, you know. But then again, I realised that some of these battles that I was fighting wasn't mine. It was God alone. Forgiving your boyfriend, partner, spouse, friend, whoever that's in your circle doesn't mean that you've forgotten what has been said and done to you and against you. Yes, there will always be an emotional scar left upon you. However, you have the power to choose to forgive them or not, so that you can have peace and freedom in your life of what you have to do in your life, so you can become the person that God chooses you to be. Forgiveness can erase from the emotional scars and painful memories of what may have happened or is still happening today. Forgiveness means that you're now making a decision and declaration in your life, pretty much, that enough is enough, and that you don't wish to self-hate on these people that has been giving you these, you know, plentiful words of their own, you know, advice or hard upbringing of what they're saying to you, or even just the self-doubt pretty much in your life, that even though you may not know what is going to be of coming to your life, that there will be a time that we need to just forget about it and just keep moving forward, even though some of the things that's going on in their life is not our business, what they may say or do to us. Just try and forgive, sort of thing. The question is, I'm hearing you all saying or maybe thinking, why should we choose to forgive Kerrin in the first place? You know, to me, this is based on our own choices, obviously, and our everyday life. That we don't want to also, when we choose to forgive, to live in the fear, doubts, uncertainties, insecurities, basically, as well as the blame and shame that we are carrying upon us, basically, as well as having giving up the desires of revenge to, you know, give back to that person what they may deserve, whatever they have said and done. I'm seeking and trusting God to deal with the people around me that has, you know, done wrong to me or said wrong to me, or basically just want to self-hate me on whatever it is, you know. I choose this because you are beloved sister or brother in Christ, and a redemptive way to show you the love and light, instead of going the same way as you guys, showing hate, bitterness, you know, and whatnot, if you choose to. Forgiveness for me, though, however, also is I'm not allowing anything else to come into my circle, be it, you know, something that's robbing of my peace, joy, as well as anything that has ruined my past to affect my present and future to come. This will allow to open doors to Satan if I choose to, if I just, you know, let my past be ruined through all this bitterness and hate, as well as the unforgiveness that I'm not showing to you all, pretty much. Forgiveness means to not allow anger or resentment to rule me all my life. As I said, that we can choose to rule our lives. It's our own life, our own destiny, on how we go about our lives. I'm trusting the Heavenly Father for a complete healing and divine intervention in my life, as well as in the life of others that has sinned against me, basically. But again, as I said, it's your choice to forgive or not to forgive. You know, despite what's going on, though, people may keep throwing fiery arrows at you of self-hate or anything, but you can come against those in declaration as, you know, I am not what they're saying I am. I choose to be who I want to be, and am becoming to be a better person. I will not be the bitter person that I used to be. I choose to let go of that bitterness, self-hate, self-doubt and confusion, and hand it over. From all directions and dimensions, obviously, yet the road of ours is, I'll say this, isn't an easy one. No way, Jose. Life wasn't made to be easy. Life was to be taught to be hard. Even though people say that, you know, life shouldn't be hard, you know, because of us making it harder on ourselves despite of it. But sometimes it's up to us based on the choices of the everyday circumstances that we go through in our life that basically makes it a testing one for us. Holding hate in our heart, however, is what it is, you know. We are all much powerful and positive than the hate and the bitterness that comes and rule our lives, as well as the people that are tearing us down and knocking us down. It's up to us, though, if we accept it or reject it, you know, to accept the apology and to forgive them anyway, to show that, not to show bitterness and hate, you know, towards them. Well, obviously, with the bitterness and hate and all these other negativities, basically will hold you back, and you won't be able to move forward, taking that step of faith in the unknown, pretty much of what's going to happen in your future, basically. And obviously, no matter what's going to happen here on in, you know, we need to just keep moving forward. I had a lot of people hating on me, belittling me, on my past dreams, desires, hopes, visions, whatever you name it. Been there, done that, like anyone, you know, bullied, you know, self-hate letters, you know, by email and sometimes by post, used to tell me just to go kill myself, you know, you're not worth it, you're not going to make big, you know, but that doesn't matter at the end, because obviously that's their opinion. The opinions don't matter, as I said in one of my last videos over of when you were watching it, hopefully. Where are they now? Who knows where they are? You know, some of them may be still stuck in their own ruts, you know, with that hatred and guilt on them. Some of them may have kids, some of them married, some of them may be happy now after, you know, leaving me out of their circle. But that's fine, you know, everyone has to get on with their life. But again, it's all about forgiving one another. When I choose to forgive others, as you do, forgiving others, you know, I pretty much have learnt now I can see the positive and the light, and that heavy burden I was carrying of self-hate, resentment, doubt and everything else about me was lifted up. I felt real lighter. I felt like I'm a little bird that's just flown out of her nest and is ready to seek out the big world, no matter what it may be. You know, I felt that I was at peace in myself, pretty much. I felt there was no more blaming games, no more, you know. Even though the more people do to us, we do get affected, no matter how it is, you know. So, as I said before, the self-hate and stuff, why should we do it in the first place? You know, we tend to hold so much close to our heart, regardless of what it may be. For example, you know, we felt that even though we basically got hurt so many times, we feel that we're not loved. We don't want to show love. If we felt that abuse was the answer and another word of love, what have you. Excuse me. But we need to forgive and let go of the circumstances that are holding us back, of whatever has been said and done to us in the past and maybe the present, to us and against us. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, let go. I choose to forgive others in my past and let in peace and love, as well as a brighter future. Much love and blessings to you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.